What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. I'm looking very relaxed again. The sun's shining, the weather's nice, it's nice and warm. So, yeah, we're making the most of what is a difficult time at this moment in time, I'm sure everybody knows. So today we're going to be doing a video speaking about the latest developments with Manchester City, of course, and the ongoing battle that we've got with UEFA, and obviously speaking about the potential 2-year Champions League ban. But before we crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content and you want to help support my channel, then subscribe, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. I'm aiming for 6,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also, you can find my social media links in the description below and popping up on screen too if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. I'll be doing daily Manchester City transfer updates when the summer transfer window does eventually open, so you've got that to look forward to. So subscribe if you want to stay up to date with all the latest City news and transfer news. Don't forget also, leave your thoughts in the comments below with this ongoing battle between Manchester City and UEFA. And don't forget also, leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. So we're going to crack on with this video, and we have, so I'm wearing my blue here in support of Manchester City, okay? We've been set a date for City's meeting that we've got with CAS. That's a call to the arbitration of sport. That is going to be on June 8th is the date that's been set. Now, it's not going to be a simple case. City are going to be able to meet with CAS. They're going to meet there with UEFA, and they're going to try and come to provide their evidence, and then they're going to try and come to some kind of conclusion as to what's happened. Now, of course, with the investigations going on between Manchester City, basically, without going into loads and loads of details, they're accusing Manchester City of lying about their figures. This is dating back all the way back, I think, to 2014. That City lied about their figures, didn't give appropriate, shall we say, documentation and evidence that UEFA were happy with, and so UEFA decided that City were guilty and gave us a 2-year Champions League ban, and that we've been hiding money, all this to do with financial fair play. And so City's got some top lawyers and a legal team onto the case to defend Manchester City's stance here with regards to the investigation with UEFA. Of course, City a few months back released that very powerful statement, if you remember it, where City was saying that wasn't done fairly, the investigation for Manchester City, and that they wanted to take the case to CAS because they wanted CAS to be able to provide an unbiased investigation into the finances, and this is all to do with the figures which were released through a document, which was through an email, which was hacked and was put out in the press in Germany through the Spiegel. And so, yeah, it's basically UEFA found that Manchester City were in the wrong here and decided to slap us with a 2-year Champions League ban. Now, I don't know the ins and outs of law. I'm no expert on law, but with Manchester City being having documents which were handed to UEFA through illegal accesses, is a defending case for Manchester City to use. Now, obviously, it's not going straight up into the top ends of court, and so there's little loopholes where it can be used in evidence, and City would have to provide sufficient evidence that this wasn't the case, which City, they seem, to me anyway, very confident that what's been leaked and what's happened never happened, and that isn't the case, and City have given UEFA every shred of evidence that they have got in defending their name, because at the end of the day, it is a little bit of slander there. It's putting Manchester City's reputation into the mud, and obviously you're running a successful business like City have, and also with a CFG, you don't want it to be associated with City flaunting the rules, so to speak. And so City, they're going to cast to not only have an unbiased adjudication towards the case, but also for City to fight their end to prove their innocence here, of course. So City, what I'm getting from it is City's been found guilty. City don't think they're guilty, and so they're now taking it as far as they can to try and have this Champions League ban overturned. There's some that's speaking that City will have a look at financial fair play too. Of course, with the latest happenings with the pandemic, we don't actually know what's going to be happening with financial fair play, because it could well mean lots of clubs potentially in their business going under because of financial fair play, not allowing these business owners to be able to invest their own money into their football club, and obviously not a lot of revenue coming in because fans aren't allowed in stadiums, and it's going to impact right through the whole business. And so, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this football case goes. Like I said, the hearing is going to take place. We're looking at June 8th. to June 10th is what I've heard is the dates that we're looking at. That doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to be given a decision on them dates. It just means that the investigation, the hearing is going to take place. I mean, the hearing could just simply be City provide their evidence, UEFA provide their evidence, and then CAS then take an investigation, which could take however long. I mean, it could take the same day. We could be talking months here. The hearing is going to happen, though, importantly, before the season's going to more than likely come to an end. And so UEFA will be wanting a decision to be made before the new season starts. So if City are to be banned, then they'll be banned for next season's Champions League. City might well be looking at trying to get it overruled, and City will be allowed into the Champions League next season. I don't know what might happen. This one or two things will happen here, actually. City will either be found guilty and CAS will agree with UEFA on the punishment that's happened, and City will have their 2-year ban upheld, or they won't agree and therefore will start backtracking on that, and so it won't be a 2-year ban. It could be a 1-year ban. It could be a 1-year suspended ban. City could be found innocent and saying actually there's no case to answer to which case then there would be absolutely no ban. Like I said, then it starts getting a bit sticky in court because City it's ruined part of the reputation. They could choose to take action even further, and then the relation between City and UEFA just becomes ever more tarnished than what it already is. Of course, City not happy with the UEFA's acts towards racism when Moscow fans were banned from Champions League football for the fans attending the game, and then their fans managed to get into the stadium while City fans weren't allowed, of course. And so that's why they boo the Champions League anthem. They don't agree with how the organisation of UEFA is run. And so there's just a whole catalogue of things that UEFA don't like about Manchester City because City are challenging the elite. They're trying to be a successful club, and they're thinking that their City are just coming along with a load of money, chucking money at it, and UEFA want to stop that. They want to keep their prestigious club, their prestigious reputation as just that, prestigious, and they don't regard at the end of the day City as being a prestigious club, whereas City want to break the chains and they want to go out there, win the Champions League and be a successful club not only in Europe but all around the world. And that also means running a successful business and improving their brand and making lots of money that way. And at the end of the day, UEFA, they're fearing that Manchester City are going to go for European dominance by spending lots of money and spending the money that they've already got. Of course, PSG, I could argue, could have a case to answer to as well, but they've got one of their board members sitting on the committee, but no one wants to really speak about that, of course. And then Newcastle's looking at a potential takeover. I imagine that wouldn't be looked at too keenly by UEFA as well. And then what we've also got with terms of this investigation with CAS is, of course, Manchester City potentially being investigated by the Premier League. Now, if there's evidence found, and I've said this right from day one when this information first came out, that if City are guilty of laundering and giving themselves money and floating the books and lying about them and just all round being, well, dodgy, then City should rightfully be punished for this if we are guilty. If we are guilty, we should be banned from Europe, and there'll be action, mark my words, from the Premier League. I mean, people were saying City be relegated to League 2 and stuff. I don't think it'll go as extreme as that, but you could be looking at a potential case where City could have their 2014 title stripped. City could be looking at a case of a points deduction. City could be looking at stuff like that. And so there's a whole catalogue of stuff, and it's just easier. People were suggesting just to pay off and make the situations go away, but City don't want to do that. City, we've done that once where we paid the money with a fine from financial fair play, even though City wanted to argue the case that they didn't have a case to answer to that time. They've obviously gone and taken it a bit further. There's obviously a lot more underneath the surface here, and so that meeting, June 8th to June 10th, will be really interesting. And so we've not just got a battle on the pitch coming up into June with the players resuming training as of today. So that's what's happening. The players are going to resume their training, and then we're going to look to try and resume the Premier League and, of course, the FA Cup and the Champions League through June, July and into August. And then restart the season, you'd imagine, at some point September or October time. probably, perhaps, I don't know, waiting for official clarification on that, but that's what they're going to look for, and that's the dates that the City are looking for. So we're going to have a battle on the pitch, we're going to have a battle in the courtrooms too, hopefully Khaldoon's brought in a very good amount of fantastic legal team here. City can defend their name, prove their innocence, showcase that we have a fair, unbiased investigation into our club, and hopefully we can be cleared of that, and then we can all just move on. We run in the business and move on with our lives. So yeah, that's the latest that is happening. Like I said, I don't just do transfer news and stuff like that, and Manchester City vlogs and analysis, but I also do City latest news too, and this is right up there in the news. So I'll be back again with another video in a couple of days. That will be a transfer update, because I've got plenty of transfer news to bring to you, so you want to stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Like I said before at the beginning of the video, we're aiming for 6,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. At the time of recording this now, we're now, I think, right close to near enough 150 subscribers away from my target, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Social media links also in the description below and popping up on screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you all again very soon in a couple of days for that Manchester City transfer news. So I'll see you all then. So I've been JSGC. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope everyone is keeping safe and are doing very well, and I'll see you all again for that next video. Peace. Ciao for now.